You want to come on to the video?
Yeah.
I think quick introduction. Sneha hasn't been introduced. Everybody else knows each other.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sneha, please feel free to introduce yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Hi, I'm Sneha Anil. I'm a medical student studying in Hungary, and I'm currently in my final year, and I'm doing my internship here. So I just felt like maybe joining this foundation, I could use my knowledge and help other people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it.
Great.
Welcome.
So I think we will start something on that area, the hygiene, health and hygiene aspect of women. So we have something in our mind. So maybe in the next 2-3 months we'll plan something. Yeah, and maybe for Sneha, I've spoken to you, Kiranmai. Maybe everyone can introduce themselves.
I'm Amina. I'm a simple worker for Kaam4U Foundation. The thing is, they don't give me any work to do. That's all. That's my problem. Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Sneha, I'm Jyotirmayi. I'm marketing head for Kaam4U and Kaam Counselling. So that's it.
All right.
She controls
Hi.
social media. Jejo controls everybody through the social media.
Yeah.
Shuchi and Sumati are our stars for today. Yeah.
Hi,
Shuchi.
Sneha. This is Vasavi.
Hi,
A
Sneha.
volunteer for Kaam4U.
Hi Sneha, I'm Shuchi. I stay in Muscat, Oman, and I am trying to help as a content writer for Kaam4U. So
Nice.
me and Sumati were Jyoti's student for digital marketing. And Geeta. Sorry, Geeta is also there.
Hi, Megha. This is Geeta from Hyderabad, from Tamil Nadu. And then I'm also a student of Jyotirmayi. Slowly started working with this in Kaam4U.
Nice. I see.
Pratiksha. Introduce
Hi,
yourself.
Pratiksha. I am taking online spoken English classes from in Kaam4U Foundation.
Antina, you're an MBA student.
Yes, sorry. I'm pursuing my MBA final year. It's almost. We have exams right now. So after this completion, I will be graduate. I complete this MBA.
Oh, nice. Good luck for your exams.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alika.
And hi Sneha, I am Sumati here. I stay in Bangalore and I'm also a volunteer in Kaam4U Foundation.
Nice to meet you.
She's also sponsoring our spoken English classes for this batch.
Yes, this batch.
Also,
Yeah.
Vasavi, introduce. Malika, did you introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. Vasavi?
Yeah, Meenaji, I introduced myself. I'm a digital marketer from Hyderabad. Yeah. And a volunteer.
It's all right. It was nice meeting you all, seeing the team for the first time.
Malika didn't introduce herself.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Malika. I'm a new volunteer in Kaam. I'm working with Infosys. So Kiranmai was the one who got in, and I'm currently in Unnati team.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get started, Aminaji.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
So I have important things to do. You'll carry on.
Shall I share the screen, Kiran?
Yeah. You can. Yes. So a warm welcome to all of you and a happy morning. Firstly, thanks for joining in so early for people who are out of India, especially Suchi and Sneha, and for others for taking your time out on a busy Sunday for this meeting. So as you all of you know that we are pleased to tell all of you that we have completed 1 year since our inception. And we wanted this forum, we wanted to use for launching our website that is designed by Sumati. Sumati, you all know, yeah, and releasing the newsletter that is developed by Suchi and Fatima. Unfortunately, Fatima couldn't join us today, but then yeah, Suchi and Fatima, they work for the newsletter. So we'll get started with first the newsletter and release of the newsletter, and then we'll go ahead with the launch of the website. Yeah, so a round of applause to Suchi and Fatima for coming up with this beautiful, colorful newsletter. So I would request Amina ji to talk about the genesis, because she's the founder and she's the reason why we are all here today. So Amina ji, over to you. Other things I will.
You're breaking.
Sorry?
This is a promise that you're breaking, I said.
No, I don't mind breaking this promise, but yeah, Genesis is something which you have to speak.
You have to do it, right?
No, I will do. The rest of the pages I will do, Amina ji, but then this is, you have started it, so I would request you to please tell a few words about the Genesis. Later, all the other pages I'll do it.
Okay, so I'm an entrepreneur. I'm still one. I run my own business. I'm also a counseling psychologist, very much interested in, it's my passion. Counseling, psychology, giving lectures, this is my passion and my work is there. So we started a Kaam4U services actually 3 years ago, where we thought of counseling corporates, women, anybody. In corporates, we do the POSH harassment policy, especially sexual harassment. These were the key areas. And during this journey, while I was being an entrepreneur, where I have women working from their homes, I work from home since 15 years, not today, not because of COVID or anything. And I have women working from their own homes. So I'm into medical transcription. So being in touch with so many working women working from their homes, and then as a psychologist coming across so many women in distress for various reasons, and know where to go. If I have to share something, yesterday, a police constable, she is in such dire straits, the law can do nothing for her. She is ready to commit suicide. Since last night, I have been counseling her. So when I see people like this, educated, aware women who have made a place for themselves in society, also getting downtrodden by patriarchy, by the societal norms, all this made me feel that first of all, we need awareness. First of all, we need empowerment. Empowerment comes through knowledge. So the basic problem is women, although we are educated, either we don't have financial knowledge, or we don't know about our rights, or we are too steeped in the patriarchy, in those societal norms. The day we are born, the day a girl is born, that day decided, especially in our culture, I see the moment a girl is born, people start saying Damad Mubarak. What is that Damad Mubarak? As if she's defined only by her husband and her son, the son-in-law who's going to come. So these things were always a sort of constant, worry with me. And I thought I can work a little bit only if I start an NGO. So the NGO came about a year ago after a lot of thinking, and we incorporated it, we started it. And we thought the first thing we need to do is spread awareness. Kiranmai joined me at the right time. And after that, there has been no looking back. I have taken a total backseat. She has taken complete charge. She has brought all the initiatives to the forefront. She has done a wonderful job in putting together the volunteers and putting together initiatives. I have become like just an advisor now, and she takes over the entire running. And from there, we grew in leaps and bounds in the past 1 year. And we've been touching so many lives in so many different ways. I'm totally indebted to her. And all you volunteers who have come in at this time. What our goal is to, like I've said, that all women should be empowered, all children should go into the developmental stage. At that time, our Kaam4U Foundation or NGOs like ours will become totally obsolete. There should be no need for an NGO to work towards women empowerment, because all women would be empowered. That is my dream, and I wait for that day. Okay, Kiran, thank you. Take over. Enough? Happy?
Yeah. So Amina ji is at her humble best, although she says that she doesn't do much. But yeah, she's a pillar of our strength, and she's a brain behind a lot of initiatives, and she's our guiding light. I can clearly see a transition in myself, and I'm sure a lot of people here, Jyoti, other volunteers also, that we have changed. I have changed dramatically in the last 1 year. The way I'm thinking, the way I'm talking, interacting, empathizing, everything has changed. And every day with Amina ji is a learning experience, be it grammatic, English grammar, or very complex subjects about women empowerment. It's always a learning experience, and I'm really, really blessed to have her as my guide. So yes, Amina ji, yeah, you are the reason why we are all here.
Can you all see I put on 5 kgs in the last 5 minutes? Because
anyone who doesn't agree with what I said?
No, because my head is swollen now. That's only the weight of my head.
No, we agree.
We all
Yes.
agree.
Thank you. But yes, Kiran, then Jejo, please share.
Yes, the next page, please, Jyoti. Yeah, so Amina ji has spoken about the journey, Genesis, and yeah. So Amina ji, as she said, she's an entrepreneur, counseling psychologist, social worker, mentor, and she has been doing this job silently from the last 20 years, 25 years, I think. And I think I can give that credit to myself. I had the credit of bringing her onto the social media and in the forefront. Yeah, she's such a humble person. She says, okay, no, I only want to do work. मेरे को बस काम करना है और कुछ नहीं करना है. मैं बोलती हूँ आपको जो काम करना है आपको दिखाना भी है. You also have to show, because she's inspired a lot of us. So whatever good work that you're doing, I think it's also important to showcase it to the world. And our Jyoti and her team, the complete digital marketing team, helps us in showcasing or projecting whatever we are doing and bringing in more people who can collaborate with us. Yeah, Amina ji, multiple hats that she wears. She's a psychologist, as I said, counseling psychologist, social worker, mentor, and she's worked in women empowerment and child development areas. And she's also an entrepreneur, and she's the main founder and shareholder of Kaam4U Foundation. And Amina ji is backed by Rafat ji, although we would love to have him on our meetings.
Yeah, he's too shy, but one thing I would like to share, since he's not around, one major thing that he has done for me is he has let me be. There is no questioning, there is no obstacle, there is no whys, and in my 40 years of life with him, there has never been a question. That is the only thing I can say about him. I'm just, he lets me be, do what you want, as long as you don't make a sulking face. You be happy, you smile, don't do anything at home, go out, enjoy, do whatever you want. I just want to see you happy. That was his bottom line and has always been in the 40 years. That's all. He doesn't do anything else. Next, let's go to Kiran.
And he's a wonderful person. I think all of us will have an opportunity of meeting Rafat ji. If not offline, at least online next session. I would, maybe after this call, I'm going to call him and say, you have to be there.
Yeah. He's very angry with Kiran, he'll not take her call also. Yeah, but one thing I would like to share is, I have become a more empathetic person since I married him, and he brought empathy into my life. To be very frank, before my marriage, I was just not an empathetic person. I could never understand another person. I was an extremely judgmental, because I come from a family where, there were a lot of judgmental things going on. So I was extremely judgmental, very biased in my approach, and not at all open. But he opened my mind. I think that's where it comes from. That's all. Nothing else. That's all. Enough of his tarif. Next, Kiran.
Yeah. And you all know about me. Nothing to say much about myself. My volunteering, although I was volunteering from the year 2010 in a...
Let me talk about you.
Oh, no. That's fine. Yeah, so I started volunteering from 2010, but then my volunteering changed many folds after I met Amina ji through one of our close friend Kavita Natarajan. She was the reason. I still thank her that she introduced me to Amina ji, and that was the first. She took a TOT program on menstrual hygiene management, and then as they say, there was no looking back. Amina ji was guiding. Amina ji is walking in the front, and I'm just following her footsteps. So, yeah, I'm really thankful to Kavita for introducing me to Amina Hussain, and I'm lucky that I got associated with Kaam4U.
Jyoti, is that all about Kiranmai?
Yes. Nothing much. Jyoti is the reason. Out of our 14 volunteers, I think 80% are Jyoti students. Everywhere, like Suchi, Sumati, Geeta, Kiranmai, and then Sneha also through Kiranmai she came. So the entire team, it is, and Vasavi, sorry, I forgot Vasavi, Geeta. So they're all Jyoti's students. So we are really thankful to Jyoti for first bringing our Kaam4U Foundation onto the social media. As I said, it's not only important to do good work, it is also important to maybe project it and also to see if we can collaborate with others. And she does a wonderful job there. She always keeps thinking, how do I do? What more can I do about Kaam4U? What else can I do about Kaam4U? How do I build a brand? So she's our digital marketing head. She takes care of all that projection part of it. And yeah, reason why half of you are here, it's Jyoti, and we are really, really thankful for her. And she's a very humble lady, very down to earth, very soft, too soft sometimes. So we keep telling you have to be assertive. You have to, sometimes it's okay to say no, but then she's so sweet that saying no is something which is, I think, not there in her dictionary. But yeah, wonderful lady. Yeah. Anything else, Amina ji, you want to talk about Jyoti?
These two girls have really, really inspired me. They make me positive and motivate me every single day. We have a call every day in the morning, and I look forward to that. And that they motivate my day. Both Kiranmai and Jyotirmai, both the Mais in my life. They make it worth living, seriously. Thank you so much, both of you. Yeah, let's go on to the others now.
Yes. So 12 months of journey, I think more than 30 initiatives, 14 volunteers, and I think about 500 plus beneficiaries and innumerable memories that we have over the last 1 year. Some of the initiatives that we have done, we have just chalked it out. First one was the English Time Initiative. This is a skill development initiative that we started 2 months back, 3 months back, and Pratiksha Rajput, she's our instructor who's completed one batch of spoken English classes. So we wanted to basically select all those women who are job seekers and who are not so good in English. So we had learners from very remote villages of Andhra and Telangana who joined the session, and we are currently running the second batch. Again, we have about seven learners, again from rural and semi-urban areas. So this is a program that's going to continue. Maybe in between, we'll give about 15 or 10 days of gap, but then this is going to be an ongoing skill development program. And we are really thankful to Pratiksha for taking time out and then conducting these sessions. Next is digital marketing. I would request Jyoti to talk about it because it is her skill development that she's doing. Jyoti?
Yeah. We started first batch in the last month, 2 months back, and we trained actually nearly 21 people attended, and because of this COVID and everything, so finally we end up with training 12 people, okay, in association with Youth for Seva. So 12 people thoroughly trained, and one person I took as a intern. Okay, I recruited one person as intern, and a few people I'm guiding them. So I told them how to get the jobs. We made one Facebook group, and I keep on posting updates in the group. And whenever there is any update in social media, these people will be getting all the updates, right? And my plan is in every batch, I want to take a few students who are financially very background from Kaam4U Foundation. On behalf of Kaam4U Foundation, I want to train few people in every batch. That's what my plan is. And actually, I didn't get this idea that we can also help people like this in training people who are financially background, financially little background. And this idea I got from Kiranmayi and Aminaji. Okay, so and now I'm feeling very happy that I trained 12 people, and every batch I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, and what she forgot to say is that all the 12, she did not charge even a penny from them. It's all free training that she has done. Generally, you know, digital marketing is the in thing now, and people are charging very heavy. But then she had such a good heart that she did. She trained, and it was a proper training. She did a thorough training for all the 12 people. And as she said, I think from her upcoming batches also, she would want to sponsor free training for one or two deserving candidates. So a big round of applause to Jyoti for her noble heart. Yeah, and that's her bread and butter. Her digital marketing, that's her bread and butter. So yeah, that's really you're honored. Yeah, and next one is Shrota. As Aminaji said, counseling or psychological disorders nowadays have become very, what should I say, a big issue with Corona. So Shrota is an initiative that we started during the COVID times. And you all know that counseling is a very costly service. 1 hour of counseling, they charge heavy. So again, Aminaji, she wanted to do something free for people who cannot afford counseling, but then who have some psychological issues which they want to discuss. So this is a tele counseling that we do on every Sunday. We dedicate 2 hours of window period, Sunday 3 to 5, and then we don't charge anything, so people can come and get counseled. Currently, I think as of last week, we have counseled about 15 people under Shrota, and this is going to be an ongoing thing for Kaam4U. Next is menstrual hygiene management. Again, this is a session that we conduct at schools and colleges and orphanages, slums, where we educate young girls about the menstrual the hygiene aspect, not only hygiene, health, hygiene, and then the biology behind the menstruation and everything, and myths and taboos associated, how they have to take care of them. So this is also, this is a need basis. Whenever there is anyone who's approaching us, maybe a school or an orphanage, so we conduct these sessions. And Sneha, this is where you and Zohra, we would want your inputs in going forward. Although we have a PPT, everything material ready, but then I'm sure your inputs will definitely add value here. Menstrual hygiene management. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And Orenda, this is one initiative which is very close to Aminaji's heart. And she always used to say, before the foundation also, she always used to say, I want to start this. This is basically preparing young women for the real world. Not scaring them, because this is how a woman should protect herself, and what are the different dangers that are lurking, what are the different violence that can happen as a girl, as a youngster, as a married woman, as a working woman, and how she should protect herself. So this is a, what should I say, a very well-designed, customized program that we have, that Aminaji has created, Orenda. And then this was the first initiative that we started under Kaam4U Foundation in a government college, Khairatabad, and we had a very good response. Both women and men, both of them joined, and Yeah, so this is also going to be a continuing session. Aranda. Shama, this is again a program that we did for college students of St. Anne's. Unlike Oranda, we did it for the first generation learners, where they were not aware of the help that they can get or the resources that they can reach out to. But for Shama, it's more for an educated college educated ladies and more from a corporate sector or the corporate colleges. So that's also again now need basis we will do this program. Next page, please. Yeah, adolescent awareness program. This is for teenagers where we address issues like very sensitive issues like the sexual orientation or substance abuse, peer pressure, and then there's infatuations, love, all these things, very sensitive topics, very less spoken topics which are not very spoken, very less spoken topics. So we've conducted this session for young people from a club called Young Zoomers. We also plan to do this for other college students as well. And AHAP, Adolescent Health Awareness Program, this was a TOT program, training of the trainers that we did for the YFS volunteer, Youth for Seva volunteers, who were and Youth for Seva volunteers and also field workers. We trained them. This was a 12 weeks program that we did. We had about 25 volunteers joining across from all over India, different sectors of YFS, different zones of YFS. We had from Delhi, we had from Bangalore, we had from Orissa, West Bengal. Ameji conducted a TOT program, and they in turn went to colleges and schools, and they conducted the adolescent awareness program where they was talking about, as I said, the sensitive topics about substance abuse, safe sexual practices, and then peer pressure, all the very sensitive topics. So, and I think they are still continuing. So this is a TOT program that we customized for the volunteers of YFS and field workers. So these were the initiatives that we have done in the last 1 year. And in upcoming initiatives, another skill development program is Unnati, which is driven by 3 corporate employees, Kartika Annam, who is a senior project manager of Infosys, Srivalli Lavanya Chintalapati, she's ex-project manager from, one second.
Getting bored, kya, Shuchi? Geeta?
No.
You have gone through each and every word, I guess, already.
Yeah.
While I am so familiar with everything. So for everybody else, Shuchi was the main driving force behind the newsletter, and the amount of everything, one period here, one comma there, one full stop here, and we would do this again, do that again, and we really made her do. Yeah, Kiran is back.
I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, there was 3 corporate employees, Kartika Annam, Srivalli Lavanya, who's an ex-project manager of Infosys, and Mallika Dasari, who is a team lead from Infosys. All the 3 are driving this initiative, where we'll be choosing 10 women from economically weaker section who have completed their graduation and post-graduation, are in search of jobs. So we'll be preparing them for the job. It's basically a job readiness program where we'll be dealing with topics like how to write your resume, how to search for a job, what are the job portals that you have to put your resume on, how to attend an interview, what are the common questions that come up in an interview, what should be your body language, how to negotiate, all these skills. It's a skill develop job readiness program. This is going to get started on August 15th, and the work has already been done. We'll be releasing the poster shortly. So within your social circles, if you know if there's any woman, as I said, our criteria is someone who's completed her graduation or post-graduation and searching for an IT job. not all jobs, because we first want to concentrate on the IT job sector. And that's the reason why we roped in 3 IT employees. And from an economically weaker section, or from rural background or a semi-urban background. The idea of why we started Unnati, I'll cover it in the next slide that's going to come. How this idea of Unnati started. So Unnati had 3 phases. First phase where we did a webinar for government school children who were in the 9th to 12th classes as to what are the options do they have once they complete their 10th. So this was conducted by Vijay Bachu. This is already completed, and this is dedicated for government school children. And this idea of conducting this session came from Pratiksha. A few of her students approached her, students that she trained, approached her saying, after 10th, what would be the best course that I have to take? So we reached out to Vijay Bachu, and then he created a program for us. This was already completed. Phase 2, this is scheduled in the month of September, where we'll be conducting an awareness session for government and aided colleges on what are the career choices that they have, and how should they prepare. It's again, this phase 2 will lead to phase 3. Phase 3 is actually the skill development program that I just spoke about, where all the 3 corporate volunteers, Kartika, Srivalli and Mallika, will be training these 10 women. So this is about Unnati, the upcoming initiative. So as I said, in your social circles, if you know of any woman who falls under this criteria, please circulate our Google form. There will be a selection process. We'll be selecting them, and this is again free. We are not charging anything. This is a 15 days program that is spanning across 2 months. It's weekly twice, 1.5 hours each day. Yeah. So Jagriti is an initiative that is will be driven entirely by the digital marketing team, Jyoti, Suchi, Sumati, Vasavi, Geeta. And this is an idea of bringing in awareness, especially for senior citizens. Because now all of us, including our senior citizens, are on the digital space, and there are a lot of frauds that are happening. Sometimes we ourselves, corporate employees who are very much aware of IT, the so-called IT experts, we ourselves get duped. So no wonder our senior citizens are that vulnerable lot. So we wanted to address that issue. So we are coming up with, this is going to be a series. It's not going to be a single session. We'll start off with the most prominent media, that is emails, then frauds that happen through emails, frauds that happen in Facebook, frauds, even these WhatsApp, and call centers. Some of us, I mean, we get this calls from call center saying your credit card is going to get expired. So this is going to be a series of sessions. So we plan to conduct one in Telugu and one in English. The Telugu session will be conducted by Jyoti and Vasavi. The English session will be conducted by Suchi and Sumati, and we have started the work already. This first session, the Telugu session, is planned on August 21st, which is, I think, celebrated as a Senior Citizen Day. So yeah, all credit goes to the digital marketing team, Jyoti and her team, for working on this initiative. Then next one, which we have in plan, is Menarche to Menopause. Sneha, if you recall, I did have a talk. Yes, Aminaji wanted to add something. So I was just closing. So Sneha, we had this conversation that we would really need your inputs here. Aminaji, over to you. You wanted to say something.
I just wanted to say about Jagriti that the first thought came from Kiranmai's mother, because her friends had some problems with the online help. So she was the one who put this idea into her head that we should do so credit should be Lalita Garu.
My mother is more active on the social
Social media, yeah. So she told
social
us that-
media than me. She's a YouTuber. Yeah, and she has a lot of her friends who also are opening their YouTube channels. So they, although they are, I think they're more enthusiastic. They have that learning zeal more than us. But then, yeah, they I think they somewhere depend on their children who are from IT sector. But then, yeah, very rarely somewhere maybe their ego or some inhibitions that if they have any clarifications, they don't reach out to their children. So we thought, my mother said, why don't you guys do something of this kind? So from there it started. But yeah, the initiative, the detailing and everything is done by the digital marketing team. Yeah, on the menarche and menopause. Yes, yeah. So, see, menstrual hygiene management over the last 10 or 15 years, I think we have a lot of awareness because a lot of people are talking about menarche, about menstrual hygiene management. They're more vocal nowadays. A lot of people who are doing these awareness sessions. But menopause is also one such stage in a woman's life where you have a lot of biological change, physical change, psychological change, emotional change. And somewhere we don't talk much about menopause, maybe because a woman who is in her 40s, she thinks, I've been menstruating from the last 30 years. I know everything. Because pata hai, kuch bhi nahi hota hai, bas band ho jata hai. But then there are a lot of things that a woman's body goes through, and this also need to be spoken about. Very less spoken about issues. So we thought, and although the journey from menarche to menopause, it spans across like 15, 20 years. It's a long journey to cover in one session. But we thought we'll start off with the menarche, and then we'll go into the menopause and how, what are the changes that happen, what are the things that you have to be careful about. So yes, definitely Sneha and Zohra, who's our nutritionist, Sneha who's a doctor. So yes, we would want you to drive this. We are just waiting for a group of women. We're waiting for the right audience. And then we'll start off this session on menarche to menopause. Aminaji, anything that you want to do?
Yeah, Kiranmai is in talks with a few groups. The moment we identify the audience, we'll fix a date and probably you all can chalk out and plan the whole thing. Similarly, we would like to reach out to all volunteers to come up with ideas. Anyway, yeah, finish it first, then we'll talk. Finish the last
so, yeah. So as Aminaji always says that first, and it is a, what should I say, belief of all of us, that first we, whatever service that we are doing, volunteering, it comes after our basic jobs. We first priority family, second priority, whatever it is our job, studies, or whatever is your second thing. And third is your volunteering. So if you see, we are not doing too many things, but at least we target to do at least one initiative per month. And then, so we are open to any suggestions. If you feel there is something that we can start off, there's some initiative that we can do, or some good idea that you have, please feel free to reach out to myself, Aminaji, Jyoti, anyone, and then we'll be happy to take it up. Although we want to spread our wings, we want to diversify, but our focus, we want to be focused on women, children, and then skill development. These are the three areas. So anything within these three categories, women empowerment, child development, and skill enhancement, if you feel there's some initiative, some idea, some thought that you have that, okay, maybe we can do something in this area, please feel free to reach out to us. And one more important thing which we wanted to say is, Aminaji always says, every one of the volunteer have to be enablers. So we would want each and every one of you to spread this awareness, because 2 people, maybe we can spread the awareness to maybe 100 people. But then if we have a group of 10 enablers, the multifold, the awareness goes in a multifold way. So we want each and every one of you to take up sessions, talk. We are, I mean, Aminaji trained me. If I look back, 1 year back, I used to have a lot of fear talking in front of audience. Now I think I've come to a stage where I'm able to manage it. Although I'm shivering, I might be shaking, but still my body language doesn't show that. So I'm able to pull it through with all the guidance from Aminaji. So you'll have all our support, whether it is preparation of the material, research on the content, presentation skills, or coming up with a PPT, doing a rehearsal, doing mock, and then maybe answering questions and everything. We are there to help you out. So please, we want each and every one of our volunteers to be enablers. Yeah. And then last, custom-made community talks. Amanaji does a lot of community talks. She's one of the women in the most 30 influential women of Telangana. So she's reached out to, she's been reached out by many people for conducting sessions, and the knowledge that she has, in-depth knowledge that she has on variety of topics. So Aminaji drives a lot of these custom-made community talks. Recently, she did a talk on in the Bus Mein Bharosa. She spoke about self-care. And there's one more, I think, few more that are lined up, which she will be doing. Next, yes. I told when I was going through Unnati, I said there was a reason why we started Unnati, and the beautiful lady that you see here, Sonia, Kola Sonia, she's the reason why the idea of Unnati popped in our mind. Sonia was one of the learners from the first batch of spoken English classes. She's from a very remote village of Andhra. She completed her graduation. She completed her all her studies she did through scholarship. She's from a very poor background, economically weaker section. Her mother, she's the only child. She does not have a father, and her mother is a daily wage laborer in one of the government school. Because of COVID, her mother lost the job. They couldn't even pay the rent of their house. So she enrolled her contact, Sonia's contact, we got it through one of our collaborating NGO, Jagati Foundation, which is run by Durga Kalyani. So the moment we spoke to Sonia, we thought she's a best fit. So we started taking spoken English classes. Pratiksha was working very closely with Sonia. And Sonia herself is a very, very dedicated girl. She wanted to get a job for herself, although she applied for her post-graduation. She could not get the scholarship because I think the Andhra government kept the scholarships on hold. So she wanted to earn money, get a job for herself, and then complete her post-graduation. So she enrolled. Meanwhile, she enrolled for our spoken English classes. We have completed 1.5 months, and then we were left out with 15 more days. And then she informed us that she has applied for Infosys, and she got a letter for the technical round of interview. She has written round, and then she cleared the written round. Pratiksha and myself, the next round for her was a technical round followed by HR. So we helped Sonia, and we told her that what are the questions that can come, how she should prepare for the interview, and how she has to attend a webinar session. That was a WebEx session. So we guided her, and with all her dedication, with all her hard work, she cleared the technical round, she cleared the HR round, and now she's an Infosys employee. So this gave so much of satisfaction for all of us, and it was definitely a life-changing thing for Sonia, someone who's someone who's coming from a very remote village where the network connectivity was very less, and someone who's not able to pay their rent. Now she's in one of the topmost corporate company working as an employee. That was something which made us think that, okay, this is something that we can work on. See, a lot of NGOs give donations. It's like you give a fish, you feed a fish, you satisfy them for one day. But then if you teach fishing, it will be more self-sustaining, right? It's more. So that's what we thought, that why don't we train people here? Job readiness, why don't we help them? Whatever experience that we have with all our corporate, a lot of us are from corporate background, right? So why don't we share our knowledge? Why don't we help people, deserving candidates? And that's how the Unnati program started. And we are hopeful we'll have many more Sonias in near future. And Unnati is going to be our hallmark, our benchmark program. I wish that yeah, we'll get many more Sonias. So yeah, and Pratiksha, do you want to talk? So we in the newsletter, Suchi's suggestion that we wanted one volunteer. We wanted to project maybe one volunteer speak about their experience from the foundation perspective. So Pratiksha, who was our instructor of spoken English, we thought we'll have her speak about her journey as a volunteer. If Pratiksha is there, I would prefer her to talk. Pratiksha, are you there?
Yes, Kiran Maka.
Do you want to talk?
Yes. Actually, I started my volunteering from I was in the second year of my degree. We used to not get the volunteer chances. I was very much I have interest to volunteer to people. I mean, volunteer somewhere. But as I was not from I did not join NSS also in my college. We don't know. We will not have these opportunities like volunteering and all. We have only I was in sports. So actually, then sister is going around. Then I called her like what paper you're taking and where are you going? I asked her. She said that we have an opportunity of volunteering for students and that too for government school students. They will be having a competitions, lot of competition that is about this Chiguru program in Youth for Seva. Okay, it sounds really very interesting, and I took her took that Akka. I mean, the sister, to my class, and we have, I told that, I mean, the program which they are conducting, Youth for Seva people are conducting, we told the program to everyone, and in our class, there were like around 30 people have joined with me on that occasion for a volunteer. One second.
And I've known Pratiksha from Youth for Seva, a very, very dedicated volunteer. And very, even now, the spoken English classes, she has her exams. She's so dedicated that she has her exams. She comes back from her examination and then immediately she just changes and then she gets into the spoken English classes. So very dedicated, very sincere, and very lovely, energetic person. And especially with the spoken English batch, whoever are the learners, it was very important that whoever was the trainer had to have that connect with them, because they had a lot of inhibitions. They had this fear of talking in English, and very beautifully she's broken that barrier, and she connects very well with all the learners, and they have learned a lot under Pratiksha's guidance. And she's currently conducting a second batch. I hope we'll do a lot of initiatives with Pratiksha, and especially the heartfelt thanks, Pratiksha, for taking your time out on this initiative. Anything else you want to say, Pratiksha?
Yes, okay. Actually, I mean, the guidance which you have given, Amina ji has given, and like preparing for English, any class. I think Kiran Maka was always back. Like you can tell this class like this. You can take like this. She has really guided me very nicely. And even before, I used to feel very hesitated, and I used to like. Taking class, it was a very big thing for me. But later on, I got so much change in myself after joining Kaam4U. I want to really thank Amina ji and Kiran Meka for giving this opportunity to me.
Yeah, and we
thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Pratiksha, for coming forward for taking this spoken English class.
Kiranmai has been the motivating force behind her, constantly monitoring, mentoring her, and that's what made Pratiksha stand out as a teacher. Both of you, excellent job. Yeah, I think we're getting late also.
Yes. Yeah, and last but not the least, all of you, all the volunteers who are taking their time out, doing this wonderful job without any, what should I say, hesitation or contributing immensely in all areas. Pratiksha, Mallika, Sneha, Vasavi, Geeta, Fatima, Sumati, Zohra, Valli, Srivalli, Kartika, Saira, Suchi. All that we can say from the foundation is thank you and thanks for coming forward for volunteering with us. I hope you are going to continue this journey with all of us. And as Suchi has correctly said, there is no I in the team, but there is a you and a volunteer. So all of us will do better for we'll collaborate with each other and then do better for the society. So that's the, I think this is the last page, Suchi.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that is the newsletter, and thank you, Suchi, for the wonderful newsletter, and Fatima, although she's not here, but thanks for turning it around so fast and such a colorful and beautiful newsletter. So we'll be sharing this newsletter to all of you. You can circle it within your social circles. Yeah. Anything, any volunteer wants to talk before we go ahead with the website launch? Okay, so website, we'll have our marketing head Jyoti launch the website. Jyoti, over to you.
1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
One more thing, if any of you have target audiences in mind, like in your groups or your schools or where you're working, even if it is a group of 10 people for some topic which you would like custom made, we can do that. You can practice there, you can be the one who will be presenting. So you can also give ways and means, any changes, anything that you would like to add, delete in the present initiatives also. Yeah.
Yeah. This website was totally developed by Sumati and Jyoti's guidance.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't guided her much actually. So here I want to tell one point, Kiran, to everyone. Really, I'm really proud of Sumati after seeing this website. She created this website and she didn't take any guidance, any doubts from her side, right? So only one time she called me, that too for the background color. That's it. That is a very simple point. She knows 100%. I am sure she knows that one. That simply she want to talk to me, so she called me. That's it. So everything was created by her, right? And it's not degrading me. I want to tell the truth. If I create this website, I am sure 100% sure I can't be able to create this website with all these options, right? I'm seriously proud of Sumati. I should say this one in front of everyone. And I started showing to everyone, whoever comes to me, whoever talks me about the digital marketing, I will show, see, this is the website created by my student, Karke, because I'm really that much proud of her actually. Suji, Sumati, Geeta, and everyone. But this is really very nice.
Inspires you. Have inspired her, Jyoti.
Yeah, she inspired me a lot actually.
So, you have inspired her as a teacher.
Actually, I should.
Aminaji,
100% agree that.
Talk the truth. If not me, if someone else guided her in creating website, she would do the same thing. 100% actual.
That is a creative juices flowing. That's why I want every poster, like they have come to the no, don't give every poster to Sumati. I give
seriously.
So Kiran keeps telling me we have to distribute the work, not one thing dumping on one person. But the moment we talk of something creative, only Sumati comes to mind. And now, of course, Shuchi for the content that she has done for the newsletter. So beautifully, very nice. So proud of both of you, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. What are you explaining to us, Jyoti? What is this?
Kiran,
website?
you want to explain? Suchi, Sumati, Geeta, Vasu, anybody wants to explain? Sumati, want to explain? Anyhow, I have launched this website. So I will be very happy if you can able to explain all these pages. I will show the page. You can explain that page.
Maybe Sumati can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the home page.
Yeah.
So should I explain the technical thing or how, Jyoti? Should I explain how I made the header and all?
Can see what a viewer, if someone new opens this website, what information they get from this website. What you are trying to say, explain with that object. That simple thing, not elaborate, but just simple. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is the page, the home page. As soon as you open the website, you will see the home page here. So which I have created with the header. Header has the sliding pages. And when we come down, okay, this is the small information which we give about Kaam4U Foundation and some few nice posters which we have displayed here. As Kiran told about Orenda, Unnati and spoken English classes. So these are the posters which we displayed in the home page. So when we go down more, yeah, this is here we have the newsletter, link here. So when we click, we can go to the newsletter page and we can view or we can download. We can see the newsletter here. So this has a flip page newsletter, which I really liked it actually. When I did it, when it turned the pages like that, I was really thrilled. It's very nice to see it.
My internet connection is little slow, so that's why it is loading. And from here you can download, right?
Yeah, we can download
this
it.
option. We can download, and we can make it big and small.
Yes.
Yeah. That sound also really very nice, Sumati. When we flip the page, that sound also is really attracting actually. Yeah. Shall I go down?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's.
So those nuances were created by Shuchi, right? The sound and the flipping and all that, that pages of the news.
Actually, Suchi made one flip pages. It was not compatible for the WordPress, I think. It was not switching pages like this. So after that, I researched a little bit and then I found that there is a plugin for the WordPress itself. And then we applied that plugin here and it was easy to load here. So it was.
I learned one step further from that.
Yeah. It's all a learning for me actually. These things I have never worked it.
And
so it was a good learning for me.
Yeah.
Shuchi, you're on mute.
You're on mute, Shuchi.
No, in Canva we can do the flip, but the problem was it needs the pro version. So I told Jyoti because of not having pro Canva, the last page is a watermark page.
Okay.
So then when Sumati said she could do it in newsletter, I said then you put the flip version there because in normal Canva it's coming with the watermark in the last page.
Oh, yeah. Earlier it was coming with the watermark.
Yeah.
Right.
Good work. Good.
Very good. Yeah.
Sumati, you can explain this footer.
And here, yes, here this is the footer page where I have added the Kaam4U logo and the social media pages, quick links, and the address, contact us details here, so that it displays in all the pages there. So it will be easy to reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go to next page.
Next, about us.
Yeah, here we have about us, mission and vision page, and the core team page.
Yeah, this is just page. And mission and vision. Yeah. And the images are also very nice, actually.
Values were added by Kiranmai had written them and Sumati added them. That was her input. We gave only the mission and vision.
Okay.
I mean, really, most of the content, I think it was you who gave.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sumati, this is a core team.
This is the core team page.
Yeah.
Here, actually, my challenge was to align the read more button. I really struggled for that, and then finally I could manage. Now we can see it is aligned.
Yeah.
So once we click here, we can go to that particular person.
Yeah,
right?
The information about each core member, we can go and press the read more button, and then we can read about the core member.
Yeah.
And back. And then initiative.
The next page.
And these are all the pages.
Yeah, under initiatives, we have 3 initiatives: women empowerment, child development, and skill enhancement.
One page I will show.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So here we have displayed all the pages which comes under women empowerment. And there is a link under each poster which explains about the particular initiative. Yeah.
Okay. So we can check all the initiatives, right? And next,
yes,
how we can help volunteer. Yeah.
Yeah, here we have volunteer page and donate page. When we go to volunteer page, yeah, there is a form. If anyone wants to volunteer, they can fill up. So it's a simple form they can fill, and we'll get the notification. It's like that. And this is the donate page. And here in photos page, we have added a few photos of all the initiatives here, so we can have a look at it. Next is the contact us page, where we have the address, the Google map, and all the social media links have been added here. And also there is a form which people can fill up, and they can send to us. So this is all about the website.
Yeah. Very, very beautifully done, and she was very. Me and Aminaji, we sometimes are a pain, I should say. So she was very patient. She was very patient for all the small changes that we were suggesting in the website. And one thing that I really want to say, that generally for website development, they charge more, like somewhere around 10,000 or something. Because our foundation was just started, so Aminaji said, okay, it was lesser than 10, the amount. But then Sumati chose to again donate whatever was the contribution that we gave for her for developing this website back into the foundation. So she's now going to sponsor the second batch of spoken English for the money that we were supposed to pay her. And then she gave it back to the foundation. So yeah, second batch of the spoken English is all sponsored by Sumati.
But what amazes me is that these little things which we just did casually, a talk here, a webinar there, something like that, you all have put it all together and made it look and sound so beautiful and something as if we did a great job. Really, my heartfelt thanks to Kiranmai, Jyoti, Shuchi, Sumati, and all the others who put in their efforts. So when I look back and think on all these events, they were all just stray events, jao kuch bol ke aa jao, something like that. But you all made it look so beautiful and nice, and as if we've done a lot of work which we haven't done. But definitely we need to pat ourselves for any small thing also. So thank you so much for putting it all together and making it look so beautiful and amazing. Sumati and Shuchi, especially the newsletter as well as the website. Thank you very
And
much.
Amina ji, these are only few photos. As I said, your 25 years of social service. Had we known, had you documented, had you got all the photos, I am sure it would have filled. I mean, it's a huge treasure. Yeah. But I'm happy that you are still, at least we are able to bring that up. Whatever that we've done.
After Kiran and Jyoti joined me, whatever we had, we just picked from here and there and put it together. Otherwise, there is no record. I never used to bother. It never occurred to me that I should put it up on Facebook also. So thank you so much for building it up actually. The base was there, but building is all done by all of you. That is, God bless you is all I can say to all of you. Thank you so much. I think we've crossed our 1 hour thing.
Yes. So, so thank you everyone for all the contribution for volunteers. As Aminaji said, right, if you have anyone, your maybe native place, or a group of beneficiaries, a group to whom we can address some issues or conduct awareness programs, we'll create custom-made programs for them. And now that we have people from different states, I think we can conduct sessions in Hindi, Urdu, English, Tamil, Malayalam. I'm not sure if anyone knows Kannada, but yeah, so we can conduct these sessions. We'll help you out with all the content. So let's try and get more beneficiaries or within our own social circles, within our own known circle. Let us see if we can bring people who can part of our awareness sessions. So thanks again for joining this session for the launch of the newsletter and the website. And thank you, Suchi, Sumati, and Fatima, Jyoti for your incredible work. And thanks to all the other volunteers who are a part of this journey.
Upcoming meeting we are planning with all beneficiaries, collaborators, supporters.
Yeah.
You just have to mention that.
Yes. So we plan to thank all our people who collaborated with us, our beneficiaries, our volunteers, and other NGOs who collaborated with us. And we conducted these TOT programs also, right? So college volunteers, college principals. So we plan to do it in the next 2 weeks. We'll again post you about it. So that will be a session where we'll be inviting them, and then just a Thanksgiving from our side and sharing our upcoming initiatives and initiatives that we have completed. Yeah.
And we, like last time, I think in the digital marketing meeting, you were saying that each of you should start talking. So we would like now Shuchi, Sumati, all of you to pick up one capsule, either the welcome address or the thank you vote of thanks or something in between, moderate, something like that for all the sessions now. We need more and more speakers. All of you should come forward and speak. Each and every one of you should be a good talker, a speaker. It comes with small bits of talking only. So please come forward, whatever you want to do, say a small thing in the session.
Yeah, maybe for these beneficiaries, the Thanksgiving that we're going to give for the beneficiaries, anyone who wants to volunteer, please, you can drive the entire session. We'll help you out with the content, presentation content, and we can also do a mock. Please feel free to come forward and you can take up the entire session, conducting the entire session.
Even bits, if you want to do only a small bit, say only the welcome.
Yeah, you can share. Maybe 2-3 people can share.
Share about the foundation, about the initiatives like that. Separately, we can make it into bits also.
Yeah, maybe the welcome address, maybe the vote of thanks. Yeah. Okay.
So please think it over, come forward. We'll be doing a similar thing with all beneficiaries and supporters.
Yes.
Right? Thank you so much. Sorry.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you so much.
Jyoti, did you have photos? Did you take enough photos?
No, I didn't take any photo, Kiran. We have recorded the video, so we can take the screenshots from the video. That is the reason I didn't take any.
Okay.
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 So guys, the video, this session is recorded, and we are going to post it in our YouTube. So you can also check that one. We will share the link of that social media.
Yeah. Thanks everyone, Suchi, especially Suchi and Sneha for joining this so early. I hope you're not late for your breakfast.
No, it's okay.
Thank you for holding you back. Thank you everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you
Thank you,
again.
everyone.
Bye-bye. Have a nice Sunday, all of you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye. Bye.
See you.
Bye,
Bye.
Sneha. Bye, Geeta.
Bye, Amina.
Bye. Bye.
Malika. Kiran.
Bye, Malika. Bye, Vasavi. Bye, Pratiksha. Bye, Geeta.
Yeah, Vasavi. So thank you. Pratiksha, bye.
Bye.
Aminaji, you want to stay back? Are they counseling that Matladu? Jyoti, maybe you also.
Pardon?
Can you stay back? Oh, you have recorded, no?
Yeah, recording.
You're recording.
Closing.
Okay. I'll call just.
I will stop recording 1 minute.
Yes. Yeah. You can stay back, Jyoti.